Hey and hello there everyone! Welcome back to, wait for it, the Strike Streams, where I, a voice actor, am currently on strike for video games, which means I can't perform voiceover for video games right now, but I can still play them for you guys, with you guys, so grab your Switch and come along. How are you doing? I haven't really done the intro for a while, have I? But yeah, if you didn't know that I'm on strike, like that I'm a voice actor and I'm on strike, now you know, although really everyone should know, and the fact that people don't know is like a sad and disappointing thing still. But anyway, Bark, how are you doing? It's the Thursday edition, which means it's Xander Day. How many shinies will Xander get today? That is the question. Okay, so let's get into the game. I didn't mean to tap the joystick there. And then let's say hi to a few people, shall we? So Cheese hi, and Gertie hi, and Onlera hi, and Xander hi, because it's Xander Thursday. Sarah, hello! Hang on, Cheese, and then Gertie again. And Conowat was here like half an hour ago. Don't know if Conowat's still here. Don't know if Tenchi's still here, but they were part of the very early gang. The very early gang. So there we go. Gertie, you found your new target. I hope you mean that in a shiny hunting way and not just like sort of like you're working your way through your enemies list. Paimon, hello, welcome. Hey. Hey. Conowat is still here. Oh my gosh, Conowat, it's been 9,000 years, or at least half an hour. But hello, well thank you for sticking around. And Tenchi's still here as well. Oh my god, okay, Tenchi's like, but I've been for 10,000 years. Lovely to see you both. Okay. So, chat, my lovely chat. We will. So, thing number one, just as we're all getting settled in and getting sorted, please, if you haven't already, could you please click like on the video? I hope we're not in some kind of crab cake popsicle situation. So if you haven't clicked like on the video yet, please click like on the video. It does just help out so much. I really would love my channel to get to 3,000 subscribers by the new year. I think it could happen. I think we could get the, like 95 or so we need, but I need your help to do it, okay? So, number one, like the video. Number two, if you are interested in playing along with me, here on the Dynamax Adventures, so that I don't have to just play with computers, then what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to check that you are watching the video live, okay? I know it's a thing I say a lot. Hang on, I do need to just do like a big cough. Hang on. Okay, hopefully that will do it. So hopefully you are watching the video live. I know I say it all the time, but every once in a while someone gets in a sticky wicket with it, so please make sure that if you hover your mouse on the YouTube video, or if you just tap the middle of the video once, that if you then look in the bottom left hand corner, you have a red circle with the word live. If you have a grey circle and a negative number, then you need to click that word live to turn your grey circle into a red circle. So please make sure you do that if you haven't already. Skywatcher, hello, welcome. So yeah, like the video if you're just entering, or if you haven't already. It really does help. Sorry to always say it, but I need to say it. I want to get to that 3,000 by the end of the year, and I need your help to do it. Finally! And Kiba, hi. Like the video. Anyway, Bark. Finalement. Finally, Solgaleo is one we've already got. So finally, if you would like to, play along, then I need you to very clearly communicate that to me in a moment after I say the phrase ready, set, bow, okay? Please hold your horses. May all horses be held until I say that most magic of phrases, okay? So just hold your horses for a minute. Our current tickets, hang on a sec. Our current tickets are for Reshiram, Moltres, and Blacephalon, okay? 3 fire types. We've got Reshiram, Moltres, Blacephalon. I need you guys to, let me know which of the... No, Kiba, don't do that. Kiba, come on. We don't pick on new people for not knowing the rules, okay? That's not we encourage positivity and kindness here, okay? So don't pick on new people who had only been here for like a stream or two for not getting the rules. I will bring this up now that we've said it, because the other day we had a load of people who have been here for a long time break the rules, okay? And that was not cool, and I'll get back to it later, but yeah, like, we be tolerant and patient with new people and stuff like that. It's why I explain the system every single time, because you never know when there's going to be someone new. It's the one thing I have to explain every single time. And so I was very disappointed the other day when there were a load of people who sort of deliberately disrespected me. So, okay. In fairness, like, if you were joking, Kiba, but it's just one of those things where, it's just, I don't know. Gertie, I feel like if someone's like a bit newer, you can't just bank on them like, oh, they'll get the joke or whatever. Like, I can joke with people like Kevin or whatever, because Kevin has been watching me for 2 years or whatever. Like, Kevin has watched me on signing. Like, if you go back on like signing streams, like 3 years. So someone like Kevin, we can kind of joke around with or whatever. But when Gertie has only been here like for a few streams, just whatever kind of thing. Anyway, sorry. So I just want to. So thank you, Gertie, for like having a good sense of humor about it. But and I'm glad that you weren't like hurt or anything there. But I do just want to get to that or whatever. Okay. So anyway. So here's what we're gonna do. So please. Okay. So the tickets are Reshiram, Moltres, and Blacephalon. And then here's what we're gonna do. When I say that magic phrase, you are going to post in chat strike in big capital letters, okay? And then you're going to say I can do, and you're going to let me know which of those 3 Pokemon you're going to do, which of those 3 that you haven't already caught before in the Dynamax Adventures or don't already have a shiny, and so on, because I want to try and pair people up as best as possible, okay? So, but again, that is just the one thing I always need to say that, okay? I can't just say, like, right, guys, let me know who wants to play or whatever. Like, I do always have to explain that. And again, the fact that the other day people, like multiple people, did not seem to understand that shows that apparently I do definitely need to keep saying it. So, so again, I'm sorry if it slows down the beginning of the stream, but I will get back to this a little bit later, because there is one aspect of this that I'll get into later. But that is why I say it, because it's just to help me try and like smooth the streams. I know, ironically, it takes a little bit of time at the beginning of the stream, but if I continually do it, it means that it kind of drills it in. People do it more, and when people do it more, it helps the stream go faster and smoother and everything else. Okay, so with all that said, I think we're all good now. So please let me know what you can do. Ready, set, bow. And here we go. But yeah, so Kiba, if you were just kind of joking around, like, I do apologize, but it's just one of those things where Gertie wasn't the only one who did it the other day, and Gertie was the only one who I was like cool with it happening the other day, because I think it was Gertie's like second or third stream or something, like depending on whether you count like being there for like 10 minutes at the end or something. So I don't ever want to joke around with new people about them, like, I don't know, not following the structure properly or whatever, because it's just, again, like, to someone who is new, maybe it seems like a weird thing. If you've been here for 4 months and I'm on strike and how these streams go and stuff like that, it's the most easy and obvious and natural thing in the world. But again, if you are newer, it might seem like a weird system, seeing a load of people all write this stuff in this very particular way. But yeah, the one thing I will say, Gertie, you are new. Could you please just make sure that when you do write strike, you write it in big capital letters? Don't worry, you don't need to like redo your message or anything like that. But I will just say it, because everyone else has done it in capitals, and the reason I ask for that is just it sticks out a bit more. Because if you look through chat, I don't know if you just look through chat, right? There's you writing strike, but there's like Onlara, Xander, Konowat, Tenchi. So I can see those 4 very, very clearly. And then Skywatcher has written High Cramorant, and then we've got Kiba saying strike as well. So if I'm kind of looking at this visually, I can see 4 strikes, and then a High Cramorant, and then another strike. but like your strike is a little bit less obvious. Now again, I saw it, so don't worry, it's good. And again, we're not going to like bring down the hammer on you. I just say it because it just makes it more obvious. It means we're not going to miss you, or I would hate to leave people out or whatever. So I just want to make sure I don't like accidentally leave anyone out. And the easiest way to do that is by like beginning your message with strike, but in capital letters. But again, don't worry, you're good. So don't worry, you're not like in trouble or anything like that. Like no one's in trouble or anything. Don't worry. It's not like, right, you're banned for like 3 years from doing No, don't worry, it's okay. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just check who can do everything. Okay, so Conowat can do Reshiram, and then Tenchi can do Blacephalon. So I'm just gonna like note those down first, and then okay, but I think everyone else is pretty good. So let's go Garti. In the... Oh, hang on. What happened there? What the heck? Why didn't that work? Okay, Gertie. And then we'll say... Let's get, like, Xander in. And then let's get, like, Onlara over there. And then we'll get Kiba. Oh, Kevin, hi. Do you fancy doing a Flaming Moltres? Let me know. Because if you are, we can add you to the Moltres team. And I mean, I'm going to preemptively add you to the Moltres team, because I think you've done Moltres, but I can't remember. Unless you can only do Blacephalon, in which case I'm adding you to the Blacephalon team. Okay, so here's what I've got so far, okay? Team 1... oh yeah, you do already have Moltres. The Blacephalon team it is! Okay, so... Team 1, Reshiram, we've got Conowat, Gertie, and Xander. And then Team 2, we've got, for Moltres, we've got Onlara and Kiba. And then Team 3, Blacephalon, Tenchi, and Kevin. Now, if in like 20 minutes, there's no one around who can do a Moltres, then we'll change it into Blacephalon and we'll add one of you two to Blacephalon. And then we'll figure out things from there, okay? But right now, I've got Team 1... Reshiram, Conowat, Gertie, and Xander, so please get ready. I'll be with you guys in 20 seconds. And then we've got Team 2 and 3. For Team 2, I've got Onlara and Kiba, and Team 3, I've got Tenchi and Kevin. But maybe if you four, just make sure you're all around in the next, like, 20 minutes, just in case there's, like, more people who can do Blacephalon than Moltres or something like that. We've sometimes done Blacephalon second, so if the four of you could just make sure you're all around in, like, 20 minutes... then I'd appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to connect to the internet on the Wycom. If you're on Team 1. Teams 2 and 3, you don't need to do this for like a good 20 minutes or so. But we're going to just very quickly... Oh, that can move further forward. Teams 2... Team number 1, we're going to connect on the Wycom. We're going to talk to the lady. We're going to say we want to do a dragon. And then you guys are going to say anything is fine, but I'm going to select Reshiram Jones. And then here we go. Gertie says, hey, Bo. You just got Tapu Bulu. Oh, that's a good one. That is one I need for a wild card. So if you're interested in holding on to any wild cards for my sake, Tapu Bulu's pretty good one. Okay, 0205 and then 0215. It's an anagram. Ooh. But yeah, 1205, 0215. This is going to be Conowat, Gertie, and Xander. And this is going to be for Reshiram. 5 gold rings. And there we go. Hopefully we don't have any internet issues. Let me know if any of you guys do have them. I'm hoping this does that thing where it just chucks all 3 of you in at one go. But let's see how this goes. Also, thank you to a secret Kramin for adding things to the spreadsheet, or a secret Xander, because I still don't know whose color is what. I think Kramin is pink, but I need to get a thing in my head. Okay, everyone is all ready, so, okay. Reshiram is a dragon and fire type, which means it's quite an awkward fellow, because it means that dragon is good, but to use against it, but also it's weak to Reshiram's dragon. Ground is very good as well, but it doesn't have any resistances. And then rock is the best thing because that does resist fire. Defensively, if we have to resort to things more defensive, then water and fairy are very good as well. So, or just a water fairy, like Azumarill. But obviously a water Azumarill, can't really do a whole lot offensively, which is the issue. But again, sometimes beggars can't be choosers. We have to just go with what's on offer to us. So again, we've got an ice type, which is weak, and electric's not good against dragon. I'm going to have to go for Dusclops, I think. Because at the very least, I can use Skitter Smack. So already, we might have to... Fairy Godparents! But already it looks like we're going to have to do some switches, just because of how poor these options are. I don't whatever you pick, I don't blame you. Oh, Sand Slash is a ground type. Yeah, unfortunately these are just not the best, are they? Right, I will just... There we go. So I really should have been looking at the screen there to get a glimpse at the options. Okay, I think I did see water on the top right. There's Drapion on the left, Munchlax on the right. Munchlax actually isn't terrible. And then we have a Siege... Oh, Seadra is good because it has Dragon Pulse. So, and then there's Center Scorch, who has Scorching Sands. So we could go for either of those. And then in the top right, there's a water type as well. So I think we want to go right here. All right. And then that could be good. The question is, do we want to go for Seadra or Center Scorch? I'm more tempted for the Seadra just because it does have that fire resistance. Because it has the fire resistance, whereas like Center Scorch is just kind of like very neutral defensively against Reshiram. And Seadra could potentially set up the rain, or it could just benefit from the rain. So that's something as well. Okay, I'm going to... I know this sounds kind of weird. I'm not going to Dynamax because I don't... Or should I? Actually, hang on. Actually, I tell you what, I am going to Dynamax just because this will do a lot more damage. It's not ideal... But Raichu's not exactly the best either to then Dynamax, so it's like I may as well get my extra damage in now, and we'll see how this goes. Right, okay, here we go. Kiba, I know I didn't say it out loud, but I was kind of thinking the same as well. I know that I have Skitter Smack, but because Linoon has Snarl, that is quite useful as well. So, yeah, that could be... Basically, we kind of need to figure out what we're going to swap, though, don't we? I mean, maybe it's, like, me as Dustox or something. Dusclops, not Dustox. Dusclops. Sorry, Generation 3 Pokemon that begin with Dus. And have 2 syllables. Oh, your uncle is trading you the Dex for Shiny Charm. Ooh. Okay. Well done, everyone. That was a good... See, look, we did 1/3 of the damage there, so that was pretty nifty. Seadra. Doo-doo! So, yes. But, yeah. So, no, the Snarl missed. Although I will say Munchlax has very good special defense, so if the Linoon does have like Throat Chop or a physical move, I would use that because Munchlax has like Body Slam, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and I think it's like, I want to say Gunk Shot. And so basically lowering its special attack isn't that useful. Like I'm using the max bug move just because of it's like extra damage kind of thing. And because Raichu is a special attacker. But let's see what we've got. Oh, it does have Throat Chop. Okay, nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Psychic. Could we get a special defense down? No. Okay, Stomping Tantrum. Oh, that was a crit. That was a crit. Oh, that wasn't a crit. Oh, dang. That was just very good. SSG Ice. Hello. Welcome. Oh, and Angry Craggy's here. Hi. Lovely to see you. Welcome to both of you. If anyone is joining us late, and if you haven't clicked like on the video, or the stream, sorry, thank you so much. Like, I would really appreciate it if you did. That little thumbs up button, a quick tap of it just helps so much. I'm looking for that 3,000 subscribers, and I super duper mega appreciate it. But yeah. Oh, Stomping Tantrum gets more power if you missed. Ah, yes. Oh, that's a good point. If we ever miss a Stomping Tantrum, we should double down on it, because then it'll do even more the next time. Good point. So I will just say Munchlax is pretty good, but it might not be better than something using Snarl or Skitter Smack. I'm happy to hold off for now. Maybe we need to see what happens, but yeah. SSG guys, you joined because you love this game. I love this game too. It gets a bit. People kind of like are really down on it, but I really like it. So do we want to go for the Seadra just because of that resistance? The Center Scorch does have the Backpacker, but we could. Oh, and then the Seismitoad. Oh, Seismitoad. What we gonna? I am gonna go for Seadra because I think we could still go for the Seismitoad. We could still go for Seismitoad. Because of we could use some like Screech strats or something, but we'll have to see. I didn't get a look at everything there, so maybe whatever else was there was better. But you had it since it came out, and you can't complete the D. And your first shiny was Zekrom. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't complete the Dex. Oh, well, we do have some friendly faces here who might be able to help you out with that and help you get the shiny charm. We have helped a few people do that. Okay, I'm going to use one Skitter Smack here just to lower special attack. And because Dusclops is so weak, it's not going to make a difference. I know I always say, like, use your strongest moves and everything. But Dusclops is a defensive Pokemon, so the difference between a Hex and a Skitter Smack is really going to be pretty negligible. But here we go. Okay, nicely done. And then here's the Max Lightning, very, very frightening. Here we go. Oh, that was a big hit. That was a big hit. Okay. Right, Crush Claw. Can we get defense down? Yes! And then hit... Oh, no, Scald. No! No, Smart... Oh, dang, these smart computers. Ah, dang it. That was annoying. But yes. Okay. Right, Skitter Smack. Ah, no. But there's a special defense down, so at least another Max Geyser or Scald or whatever won't, do anything. I'll use Shadow Sneak this time. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this chip feeble or great? Oh, it's great. Oh, and Light Screen. Okay, that's actually really good. That is good. More like a Fate Screen. Okay. So, Kadoosh. Yes. Okay. So, here's my question. Who do we want to swap out of Dusclops? Who do we want to switch out of Dusclops, Linoon, and... Because there might be... Here's the thing. We might want to switch Linoon just because, like, Dusclops is bulkier. Like, Dusclops is bulkier and slower, but I could just use Skitter Smack again and again and again. Like, that could just be my strategy. Whereas Linoon is a bit frailer, so it might not do as well at surviving, and it has lost some health. So I do think Linoon or Raichu could be better switches here. Because I think maybe Dusclops might be the better one. Like, because basically, if we do, like, Linoon for Seadra, and then, like, Raichu for Seismitoad, or vice versa, then I wish the game would remind you what to hit when choosing Mons. I know it would be nice if you could see the map or something. Oh yeah, there's Obstagoon. Yeah, I think we want to get the berries and do the Seismitoad. The Seismitoad can just sit there and use Screech all day. And here's the fun thing, because Gertie did the switch, Seadra could Dynamax. If we did all our Dynamaxing properly, that means that Seadra will get to use Dynamax and we'll be able to use a Max Wormwind. And And although that'll lower attack, it's like that'll be a more powerful attack, so then that'll be pretty good. But I can't remember how we did the... Oh, you're currently trying to finish Pokemon Arceus, and you're fighting Arceus whilst typing. Oh my god, that is not the battle to be trying to type on, SSG Ice. That is one heck of a thing. Okay, I'm gonna use Skitter Smack again. Negligible damage, blah blah blah. Lower special attack. This thing can't hurt us too much. That's why it's quite good for us to go up against. That's why it's quite good for us to go up against, because it can't really do a whole lot of damage to us. So yes, it is bulky, but it can't really hurt us all that much. So then that would be pretty cool, but right, okay. You played Pokemon for so long, you transferred your shiny Arceus to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Oh my gosh. Okay, Max Strike. Okay, so that's going to lower our speed, but that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Oh, we're using oh, okay. I don't think the Seismitoad has, like, Water Absorb or anything, so you could use Scald against this Seismitoad, and that would be better. I will double-check that, but I'm pretty sure you can use your Water moves against it. You can use Scald against it. I know some of them can have Water-absorbing moves or whatever, but let me just check. Where are you? Seismitoad. Where is it? Seismitoad. Okay. Yeah, Swift Swim. So yeah, you can use Scald against Seismitoad. You don't need to worry about, like, healing it or anything like that. Okay, well done with Psychic. Maybe we can... Okay, Echoed Voice. Yeah, that's doing hardly anything. So this is quite... Seismitoad is quite nice. It can be a useful support Pokemon, but that means it's quite easy to defeat in a sense. Even though it is kind of bulky. Oh, critical hit as well. I did think that did a lot. But yeah, and we're getting those special defense boosts, so we're just really nerfing this thing now. Scald, can we burn it? No. Okay, there's Skitter Smack. Okay, so there's a special attack down. And then, yeah, we can just kind of keep attacking this, and I think we've got it. But let's see. You highly prefer Sword and Shield than Arceus, but you have one box of shinies in Arceus without the shiny charm. SSG Ice. I completely agree. I prefer Sword and Shield 2 to Legends Arceus. Arceus is a good game, but it's also a very flawed game, and not enough people talk about the flaws of it, and that just kind of frustrates me a bit. So if you ever hear me talking about Arceus negatively, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that a lot of people praise it without acknowledging the flaws, and I find that really weird. But if you want shinies, if all you care about is shinies, or if shinies is what you care about more than everything else, then Arceus is the game to get, because the shiny hunting in that game is absolutely busted. You will get like 200 shiny Pokemon added to your shiny Pokedex or whatever. So let's see. Oh, so SSG Ice. Would you mind if I just called you Ren instead of SSG? Well, I could call you Ice or SSG, or Ren. Let me know which one you prefer. But if I could say just one of those things instead of SSG Ice every time, because SSG Ice just sounds too formal, and I want to be informal. Okay, so I would say if we switch Raichu for Seismitoad, and then basically what Seismitoad can do is Seismitoad can just sit and use Screech. So if we have, yeah. So Seismitoad can just use Screech over and over and over. That'll power up Sandshrew. And then if Seadra wants to Dynamax, then... You good? Or... Hang on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I should have flipped up my be right back thing. Sorry, I used. Long story short, I used our little toaster oven to like toast some bread like for my like dinner before I came on this stream. And basically the thing hadn't turned off. It has a dial, so like it's supposed to like turn off by itself. And it didn't turn off. Oh, okay. Stone Edge is surprising. I was expecting a stomping tantrum, but okay. But we've got the Screech. Okay. So here's Max Wormwind. And then but yeah. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it like hadn't turned off. So I had to like fidget about with the dial until it like turned off. So okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm getting my skitter smacks in. I swear. Okay. Right. No, well done, everyone, so far. Okay, but so, yeah, we did a lot of damage there, but then we're going to do even more damage this next turn. Okay, there's a Dragon Pulse, but look, see, I survived that because of the skitter smack. Okay, victory, Screech. Skywatcher, you're going to go into a Corviknight Fairy Terror raid with your Tinker Tongue. That's funny. Okay, well done. But hang on, so what did Ren say? Ren was okay. I can't remember. Hang on a sec. SSG is a username you use on Switch and you play online, and after you used it, people copied it. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, there we go. So, okay, so I can call you Ren. So I had to go through a lot of chat there to find that. I apologize. Okay, I know. Oh dear, Arceus, no. This thing really hates me. I think it is because I legally changed my name to Kevin right before the stream began, but oh well. Okay, here we go. So Stomping Tantrum. Ooh, that did a lot though. And then Seadra, it's time for you to do it. Here we go, finish it. Come on. Yes! All right, well done, Team 1. That was fun. So Ren, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars, everyone. Ren, we have a little tradition here at Bovio Games Dynamax Adventures. When we beat a boss, we like to put some stars and sparkle emojis in chat. Only like 3, 4, or 5, nothing wild. But we do it for good luck, to wish everyone good shiny luck. And whenever we beat a boss as well, I remind everyone, if you haven't clicked like on the video already, please click like on the video. It helps out tremendously. I'm trying to get to 3,000 by the new year. Thank you very much. And good luck, everyone, with the shinies. And yes, we did just beat a dragon. So, so if you want to flavor up those stars and sparkles, that is acceptable as well. Okay. So, here we go. Right. So, Munchlax. We'll do our patented double shiny check. Munchlax is not shiny. Seadra is not shiny. Seismitoad. Oh, I needed Seismitoad. It's not shiny, but that's okay, because you know who else I need as a shiny? I need the Golden Band Reshiram, and because it's the holidays, we need 5 gold rings. No, they're silver. Okay. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there. I'm going to get Seadra. I think it's the right thing to do by picking it. So there we go. Team 1, excellent work. Very nicely done, everyone. Chat, let's just quickly see. So, welcome back. Would you like us to keep the Reshiram? Yes, I would, Clam Fandango. Chat, here's what I need you. Is there anyone in chat who would like to do a Moltres who has not yet played already? Ready, set, bow, let me know. If you could, do it in the format. So if you could say strike 0, you know, Moltres or something like that. but we'll have to see how it goes, okay? Zoe, hello, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi. Okay. So, is there anyone who would like to do a Moltres raid who has not yet played already today or isn't, like, assigned to another team or anything like that? So, like Zoe, would you like to do a Moltres? Or Ren, would you like to do a Moltres? Let me know if there's anyone who has joined a bit later. Or hang on, we didn't. Cheese didn't say anything. Because Kiba, I do have you down as a Moltres, but thank you for reminding me. And then currently I have Kiba and Onlara, but if there is anyone else, then oh, you've never done one of these before. So Zoe, do you have the DLC and a Nintendo and the DLC and a Nintendo Online subscription that's active? Oh, Darkness. Oh, dang. But yeah, because if you have those things, then we'd love for you to join us. You do! Excellent. I'm sorry if that sounds like a patronizing question. It's just that, oh, although one thing as well, you did say you've never done one of these before. So, have you? But that you've done you've done the tutorial, right? Like you've done the Suicune tutorial, hopefully, fingers crossed. I think you do need to have done the Suicune tutorial. You're actually playing Shield right now. Excellent. But yeah, so I mean, Zoe can be our if Zoe has done the Suicune tutorial and can get to the Dynamax Adventures, then I'd love. Also, Darkness, hello, Darkness, my old friend, welcome. Sorry, I love throwing out a dumb reference when I get to. Oh, you don't know what that means? Okay, hang on a second. So, basically, you said you have the DLC, correct? So, if I bring up my map here, right? So you've got the DLC. Have you, like, unlocked this little flag here? Like, I'm circling this flag here. So you begin at the train station, and then you've got, like, the Dynamax Adventures. So, so have you been here to the Crown Tundra? The Crown Tundra is the second of the 2 DLC, areas. So... but yeah. If Zoe can't do Moltres, is there anyone else who can do Moltres? Otherwise we will switch to Blacephalon. Otherwise we will switch to a Blacephalon. But, oh, okay. So Zoe, you probably won't be able to join us today. But if you do what I'm about to say, it'll probably take you like 45 minutes to an hour or something like that. It depends. But then once you do it, you'll be able to join us like as many times as you like forever. So what you do is if you go to Wedgehurst. So, like, oh, hang on, whoops, sorry. If you go to Wedgehurst, so, like, this is your hometown at the bottom, and then Wedgehurst was, like, the one with the little train station, right? So if you get the train station, if you have the DLC, and you go to, like, you do all that stuff, and it's like, oh, here's an extra ticket or a special ticket or whatever, and you go to the Crown Tundra, if you follow the actual, like, train line here, right, you can see there's one that goes here, and then there's one that goes down, and then it goes here to the Crown Tundra, which is like a very sort of like wintry place. If you go to the Crown Tundra, you'll meet a guy called Peony. You will need to battle him. You don't actually need to beat him in order to progress to the Dynamax Adventures, but you will need to like have a battle with him at least. But whether you beat him or not, afterwards, you then get to go to this little area here. It's got the label Slippery Slope. Well, actually they both have the label Slippery Slope, don't they? But anyway, but you'll go here, there's like this cave, and when you're in this cave here, so you go to like this little cave here, and this is the Dynamax Adventures, and you'll be made to do like a tutorial with a Suicune as like the boss. If you want to shiny hunt for the Suicune, like catch the Suicune, but then don't keep it afterwards. When you do this Dynamax Adventures mode, you'll be allowed to keep a Pokemon that you captured afterwards. And if you don't keep the legendaries, if you catch the legendaries but you don't keep them, you can shiny hunt for them. So hopefully that makes sense and stuff like that. Or if you just want to catch one of every legendary, you can do that as well. But yeah, so you can. Here's the thing, Zoe. It's something you can do. Like, if you started a brand new save file, you could do all this within an hour of starting your game. Like, starting a brand new save file. But the thing is, it will still take, like, you know, like an hour or, you know, half an hour to an hour or so or something like that. So yeah, you might not be able to join us today, but if you do go to the Crown Tundra and you unlock this mode, please let us know. Please come back. We would love to play alongside you. It's a really fun mode, and it's even more fun with friends and other people. So, but yeah, let me know how you get on with it. Okay, so, was there anyone who could do the Moltres? Otherwise, we'll do Blacephalon now instead. But yeah, was there anyone who has not played today who wants to do a Moltres? I've currently got Onlera and Kiba. Otherwise, I'll have to move one of them to the Blacephalon team. So, yeah, we'll do that. We might have to end up doing like 2 wild cards or something like that. Instead of the Moltres. But yeah, I'm going to move on Lara to the Blacephalon team. So, okay, Team 2, Blacephalon, we're going to have Tenchi, we're going to have Kevin, and we're going to have on Lara, okay? So if you guys could get ready, because we are a little bit behind now, but that's okay. It's okay that we're behind. I'll explain why in a bit. But according to my notes, it seems you might need to know Pokemon. So you guys are going to select anything goes. Well, I select Blacephalon. And then... we're gonna get a code going. We're gonna go 1205 and then 1444. So that's 1205, 1444. This is for Blacephalon. Blacephalon is a fire and ghost type. That means it's weak to ground, rock, and water, as well as dark and ghost, although ghost is a bit of a double-edged sword. So I would say ghost. I'd say like ghost, ground, like dark, rock, and water, like in that order for like worst to best. But oh, hang on, who is Luke? Luke, I am your father. Tenchi, do you mind doing a different raid? Okay, we'll let Luke join us. But yeah, Luke. Okay, we'll if that's okay, Tenchi. We'll let Luke join, because again, if there are new people who haven't joined chat yet, hopefully Luke is trying to join chat right now. It does take 5 minutes to join chat if someone's a new subscriber. But yeah, so anyway, Buck, I'm going to go Palossand, because like we said, ground, rock, water, ghost, and dark. Those are the types. And then there we go. But no, thank you, Tenchi. I do appreciate it. Again, I always like to give new people a chance. I don't want to just like shut off new people. It's just if people continuously try to join without subscribing, then that's kind of cheeky. But if Luke is trying to subscribe right now, then that's fine. Okay, we got Diggersby on the left. It's one of the best Pokemon in Dynamax Adventures, and particularly for Blacephalon, it's especially good. So I think we definitely need to go left. And then there's like Lairon and Aurorus. Like Lairon's okay, but then we could just, or we could just focus on the water types at the end. There is a Politoed which sets up the rain, so Politoed could be really, really good. But then there was also Sharpedo, but I would say Politoed is better than Sharpedo. So, and yeah, and Luke, if you're out there watching, waiting to introduce yourselves to us, then what we do is when we have someone who isn't in chat but they're playing along with us, we make up fun lore about them. It has to be like fun and wholesome or whatever. It can't be like too mean or too grotesque or anything. Oh, I forgot to add that word to Nightbot. But anyway, Bark. Oh, we have a Chansey. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be. Wait, we lost Luke? Did we lose Luke? Okay, well, the fun lore we're making up about Luke is that Luke connects on a mobile phone. Luke does hotspot on his phone. That's the lore. Okay, well, Tenchi, I'm sorry that, Dean is... Okay, so for the rest of this, if Dean does anything stupid, we're going to be like, oh, Tenchi would have known not to do that. Like, that's the attitude we're going to have, okay? Why is this... This is weird. This has happened the last couple of times when we've had someone join us who like wasn't part of our group. Like they've then like bailed on us. So, yeah, that's the thing. Tenchi was a hotspot. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're not a hotspot user anymore, but Dean still is. So yeah. Okay. So let's just keep attacking. Attack. Oh, that explains the Chansey, actually. That does explain the Chansey, which is about to die now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Was there ever a Luke to begin with, or was it always Dean, Kevin asked? I mean, good question, to be honest. Okay. Oh, interesting. Is there any particular reason we're using Smart Strike? I mean, it is 100% accurate. Oh, dang. I just asked because, like, we may have been able to get the KO on this if we'd have used, like, Drill Run, but... Weiss, hello! Oh, you got Shiny Genesect? Nice! I tried so hard yesterday, and I didn't get one, and it was really annoying. Oh, gosh. Again, Diggersby, one of the best Pokemon in the game. Okay, so because there's only 3 of us, do we want to switch Combuskin? Like, if there's only 3 of us, do we want to switch Combuskin? Because that makes the most sense. And then, yeah. But let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. Right, I'm just going to clear out my emails quickly. And then, here we go. Okay, so yeah, if Combuskin switching, that's good. Well, maybe we could have had Rhydon switch for health reasons, if Rhydon wants to try and switch for health reasons. What did we say was second? I can't remember what we said was second. Okay, I actually can't remember what was in the second round, whether it was like a water type. I know we had the Politoed at the end. Was it like a... Oh, the Lairon. Oh, yeah, and Aurorus. Okay, here's my question. Do we want to go for Dedenne because we're all ground types and because there are berries? Because then we can just switch for the Politoed at the end or something. I'm gonna go for Dedenne for the berries and for any. Oh, well, actually no. Lairon's an easy win because it's ×4 weak to ground, isn't it? But I was gonna say maybe the berries, but it doesn't. I think either way, the idea of like let's just beat something easy is a smart strategy. But we did have the option of getting some berries. And even with the... although Lairon's not that great, Rhydon may not be able to survive a hit from it. So... but okay. Scorching Sands. Here we go. Giovanni? What about Giovanni? Oh, is he back? In Pog form? Okay. So, on Lara's risking it. No, honestly, on Lara, doubling your HP from 3 to 6 might be the thing that saves us. No, I'm kidding. Okay, no, right, that's 1 hit. 2 hits. No, honestly, getting in... But see, this is why I'm very pro Dynamax. Because, look, let's say you only got 1 hit in. It's like... That 1 hit and this 1 stat boost might be all we need to secure victory. So, okay. Oh, it's using Max Rockfall. Who's it going for? Chansey, no! Actually, I'm kind of glad we've gone for Lairon, because if we don't switch for this, right, but then maybe we do switch at the end for the Politoed, then it means that, like, the computer will have something, like, somewhat decent for the Blacephalon. I don't know. But yeah, Tenchi would have dodged the Max Rock fall. Exactly. Kevin, see, sorry, Cheese. Sorry, I saw Kevin's there. But Cheese, exactly. Cheese gets it. Cheese gets this game. Exactly. I mean, I think Kevin's been making jokes as well, but yeah. Okay. On Lara could switch. You could switch for Lara. Actually, on Lara, that's not a bad idea, actually. Like, if you switched for Lara on here, and then you could switch for Politoed afterwards, or whoever's, like, the worst person. But, yeah, we could do that if you wanted. That's not a bad idea. Obviously, like, Rhydon is better than Laron. One thing we do have to be aware of is there is a scientist if we go left, and so Dean is probably gonna switch for the scientist. Oh no, it's not even if we pick Politoed, it's just on the way now. Dean is switching. I'm gonna tell you, Dean is switching out the Chansey here. Oh, he didn't do it! Silver is Kevin. Silver is Kevin. So if I say Kevin, Kevin is Silver. But yeah, do we just want to do the Politoed because of the rain? The rain might be helpful. And then what we could say is if there's someone with like a low HP, we could say if everyone has full HP, maybe like on Lara could switch. Or I could because I'm like weak to Ghost though. Like I'm actually weak to Ghost, which isn't good. But because we only had it, basically we had a choice between two water types here, so it's kind of like, who are we gonna go against? Okay. I'm gonna Scorching. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna Scorching Sands. I'm gonna Shadow Ball because it's a stronger move. Okay. I'm getting very I think like everyone in chat is getting very confused. Like I think there's like lots of conversations going on in chat here at the minute. Or like people are referring to things that have like double meanings, and then that like causes confusion. But anyway, Bark. Right. Okay, Chansey's using Helping Hand. Oh, it's using on Diggersby. Dean being a legend. Oh my gosh, Dean is being a legend. Well done, okay. Yeah, it was a shame we didn't get a Reshiram, by the way, on the 5th of December. That would have been nice. The irony of that would have been a fun thing, but... Oh, dang it, it's boosting its special defense. It's boosting its special defense right before I'm using a special attack. Okay, Rock Slide... More like a Tillamook mudslide. Okay. Right. Here we go. Sarah, I'm just confused in general. I'm right with you there, Sarah. I'm right with you there. Poly C, Poly do. A little bit, honestly. Okay, well done, everyone. That's a good hit. That's a very good hit. And then a 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. Skywatcher. Are you playing with people online, or are you playing with computers? Because I know you were playing with people online, like random people online before. But I'm interested whether you've changed up your strategy, like whether you're just trying to solo now, or whether you're playing with other people. Oh, yes! More Helping Hand on Diggersby! This is great! Okay, Dean gets a... I'm gonna go on the spreadsheet now, and I'm gonna just say that, like... I will just add a note to Dean, but, like, he knows how to use Helping Hand. Dean, bad, but knows Helping Hand. There we go. Lovely stuff. Okay, so let's catch this thing. We want to catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. I guess Dean likes bunnies. Now, is Dean secretly Archie? Is that the question? And now, when I say Archie, I mean the the mod Archie, not Team Aqua Archie, because we were already getting confused about Giovanni and Silver and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so, oh my gosh, right. But yeah, on Lara, do you want to switch here? Because Laron's not that great, and the rest of us are all holding up pretty well, and I don't want Dean getting this Politoed. Actually, oh no, funny enough, Dean was switching for it. That could have been quite good, actually. But no, Chansey will be... Basically, Chansey is only bad against Zen Headbutt / Max Mindstorm, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. If you like chocolate, you'll love it. Yeah, if you grew up in the UK... and you grew up eating chocolate gatto dessert cakes, then you'll love a Tillamook mudslide. Chocolate mudslide. It's true. They're very good. No, honestly, on Lara, bit of a life changer. No, not a life changer, a bit of an exaggeration. But honestly, like, I think it's honestly up there with, like the mint chocolate chip for me. Like, I kind of almost can't decide between them, because it's like whenever I'm having one, I think, oh, I might like this more. And like when I first had it, I was like, I think I might like this more than the mint chocolate chip. But then when I had mint chocolate chip, I was like, oh, but I forgot how good this is though. So it's very good. Okay, so there's the light screen, more like a fate screen. Okay. So, I mean, this would be too little too late. I think we're going to win by the time, like, we're going to do my animation, and then, and then someone else is going to get the victory here, but I'm still going to Dynamax anyway, just so that we don't trigger any Beast Boost shenanigans or anything. We would have won already. Yeah, Kevin, you're absolutely right. We would have won already if Tenchi were here, because we would have had, like, Politoed, Lairon, you know, like, Palisand, and Diggersby, and we would have won. Yeah, we actually would have won if Tenchi were here. But oh well. You have some in the freezer, probably some after dinner. That's the spirit. Okay. Right, Mystical Fire. Oh no, hang in there, Diggersby. No. Okay, here comes the Beast Boost. We're boosting. Booster. Hey, your booster. Nobody likes your booster. If you understand that reference, kudos. Okay. It's very timely for this time of year. Very relevant. Okay. So, Blacephalon is weak. So, well done, Team 2. You're not poo. Okay. So, is there anyone in chat who can do a Moltres? I mean, we're down one Moltres person already, because we already had Kiba. Maybe we'll just do, like, 2 wild cards today, since no one wants to do no one's able to do a Moltres today. Well, actually, no. In fairness, we might have, like, a strike 1 Moltres situation going, so maybe that's okay. But let's see what we got here. Let's do a patented double shiny check. Oh, Cheese can do Moltres. Okay. So, Diggersby is a no. Lairon, oh, I needed shiny Lairon, is a no. Politoed is a no. But will we get the Cosmic Midnight Disco Bulbacephalon? The answer is no. I am going to speed up because we are a little bit behind today, but that's okay. Don't worry, it's fine. But say, like, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, and no Sparkles there. I'm going to get... If you need to complete your Pokedex, Politoed's pretty good. But I'm just going to get Lairon. Okay. So, Weiss can do Moltres. Hang on. We got Cheese and Weiss. So let's add these two to the spreadsheet. Cheese and Weiss, and then we'll figure out the wild card in like 20 minutes or so. Okay. So, Weiss and Cheese and do. Okay, excellent. So if that's all good from you guys, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Weiss, Kiba, and Cheese, you 3 are up for Team 3 Moltres. Get it? It's a number 3 pun. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we're connected on the YCOM. We're going to talk to the scientist lady. She's going to ask if you have any preferences, or she might ask. If she does ask, just say that anything is fine. In the meantime, I'm going to select the Flaming Moltres, and then we're going to save our game. And then... there we go. And then on the Moltres... we're going to go 1205 and then 1502. So another palindromic, well, not palindromic, anagrammical one. So that'll be fun and nifty. And here's where we go. So it is finally time for the Flaming Moltres. And there we go. Right, there's Sheridan. Thank you so much, Kiba. Thank you so much, Cheese. And we just need an Artemis Weiss, and then we should be good. Again, I really should set up substitutes a bit more, but the thing is, you guys have been so good lately that, like, it's all very quick. So for Moltres, Electric is good, Water is great, and Rock is brilliant. So let's keep an eye out for those. Let's fingers crossed for some rocks. That kind of almost rhymed. And we'll see how this goes. Okay. Right, so Lantern is very good, so is Palpitoad, but I'm going to go with Lantern just because it has two of those types, but Palpitoad's definitely like a second best choice. Starmie's good as well because of Power Gem, and because of that water... and Mantine. Mantine is really good as well, so we have the team. Mantine is excellent as well. Okay, so basically we can just pick a path where like water types are good. We'll see how this goes. Now I do need a shiny Mr. Mime, and it might be a bit easier to beat than Hatterene. But let's see which way we got. Let's see, Ghost. Oh, and then we could beat the Lampent because that's a fire type. And then what's the other ghost? The other ghost is Trevenant. That's kind of tricky. But, or we could beat, like, the Mimikyu. We could do the Mimikyu or the Lantern or something, depending on what's easiest. We'll just have to figure out what's, like, the easiest thing for us to do. Skywatcher's going to stop doing terror raids for some dinner. What kind of dinner, though? That's the question. Okay. So... okay, so I'm going to... I tell you what, if we just all use water moves, this is going to go very well, I think. Well, unless you got super effective moves. Actually, no. Here's the interesting thing. You use whatever is, like, strongest for you or whatever on this first turn. However... see, here's the funny thing. If Starmie knew a water move... once the rain is set up, it would actually be more powerful than like Power Gem or whatever. Funnily enough, like, even though Power Gem is super effective, because of Stab and the rain, it would actually be more powerful. But okay, I think Mr. Mime can use Icy Wind. But I think we do just kind of want to attack it if we can. Like, Wide Guard is kind of, like, more useful for, like, the bosses and, like, certain other Pokemon. But I don't really think Mr. Mimes' like, Icy Wind is anything for us to worry about compared to, like, just attacking it. But let's see what we got here. Okay. So we got the rain set up. Do you have map testing in England? I don't know what map testing is, and I haven't lived in England for, like, over 6 years, so I don't know if that affects anything or whatever. I mean, I did visit England earlier this year, but that was the first time I had been in, like, 6 years. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use another water move. Oh, Cheese says, by the way, Bo, I liked your sweater from Instagram. Yes, I posted a couple of selfies today. I have not posted selfies very much since I had my tooth removed, because I don't look good. Well, I have my bad eye and I have my missing tooth. So I haven't really been posting pictures. I have to, like, very carefully take my pictures to make sure that neither is really being shown or demonstrated. But I did manage to take some selfies of my Christmas sweater, aka a Christmas jumper, and it's a good one. If you've never seen my Christmas jumper before, go check out those pictures. What are you talking about, Bo? You're in Britain. I mean, Galar right now. Oh, well, thank you, Kevin. That's very funny. So I think I was replying to Cheese's comment, but with like Cheese's comment, but to Kevin. Like, anyway, but no, but Kevin, no, that's very funny. And then Cheese, that's very kind. Yeah, my hair's reached like a nice. My hair has sort of reached a nice kind of, that sort of medium-ish length now, which is it's the sort of like length and whatever that I like. So but yeah, they're on Threads and Blue Sky. I did the main trio of Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. I was tempted to post to YouTube, but I feel like I've posted to YouTube a lot. Like I probably will post them to YouTube, but probably as a like Merry Christmas everyone, like in a few weeks or something. Okay, so we don't need Mr. Mime. It's mime time. No, it's not mime time. Did somebody say stab? Okay. So if we Lampant, we can beat very easily, but then it will be hard to beat the Pokemon afterwards. And then there is like Barbaracle and Raichu. They're all kind of tough, to be honest. Barbaracle could be easy to defeat, but it does mean we would need to beat Mimikyu. So, I don't know. Oh, I don't think I actually selected anything there. But okay, we're going to go for the Lampant for an easy victory. We can, here's my recommendation. If we do have to go and fight anyone after this, I recommend so there was a Gourgeist and a Trevenant. Funny that they're right next to one another because they're like equivalent Pokemon. We want to go against the Gourgeist, which I believe was on the left. We want to go against Gourgeist because Gourgeist doesn't have any grass moves. The Trevenant has grass moves, which will absolutely wreck us. But the Gourgeist won't ruin us because it doesn't have water moves. So there we go. Hang on, has my chat... I think my chat might have frozen or something. I'm going to quickly reset it because I feel like people would have replied about the Christmas jumper thing a bit more. Like I said more about the Christmas jumper and like no one has like said anything. So, but there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I think a couple of messages have come through. Okay, there we go. So, Blue Sky is a social media platform that is very much like Twitter, and it was invented by the guy who originally invented Twitter. I don't know how much he has to do with the website now, but basically the guy who invented Twitter invented another Twitter, and it's kind of what like a lot of people are using now. I still like Threads, but I have been posting to both. So, yeah, the Trevenant does have any ghost moves, and the Gourgeist doesn't have. That's the thing. They're equivalents, and it's like the Trevenant doesn't have ghost, and the Gourgeist doesn't have grasp. So it's a funny thing. Okay, I'm just going to keep attacking this. I know I'm only using Water Pulse, but like it's Lampant. It's going to go down pretty quickly. And Tenchi does have Instagram. Well, it's on all three. The point is it's on all three. Although, did I post it to Facebook, though? Now that's a question. Did I post it to Facebook? If not, I better post it to Facebook right now, whilst it's in my head. I think I did. No, I didn't post it to Facebook. Oh my gosh, hang on, chat. Be right back. Gotta post a selfie to Facebook. Hang on a second. But yeah, so if we do, so we don't want to switch for this, obviously. But yeah, if we do the Gourgeist and then just keep this team, the thing about Gourgeist as well, which is quite, well, this is true with both of them, but Mantine does have a super effective move against Gourgeist, which is good, and then it's going to be tough to beat. Just because of it is going to be tough to beat. Just because of it'll be like kind of bulky and it's got a lot of resistance to us. But if we go left to the left, then it should be good. She's got a haircut. Might post a selfie tomorrow. Ooh, but yeah, let me. let me just quickly... Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna just very quickly post this selfie, or pair of selfies, to Facebook. There we go. Okay, lovely. So, Bo, can you play Poker Rogue on stream one day? Maybe eventually, but it won't be for a very long time because I would need to have a good computer that is capable of doing multiple things and not just like the stream. And the problem is that, hang on a sec, I'm actually going to just use Water Pulse because of that high chance of confusion, and because of the rain. Like if we set up the rain, then, but it depends. If Starmie's going, then we can't set up the rain. But that's fine though. That's not a criticism. That's just me saying if the rain were up, then Water Pulse would do more damage. But it doesn't matter. But yeah, no. But yeah, no. So Poker Rogue. Yeah. So I would need a better computer because I only have a basic computer, and the computer can like do like the bare minimum of handling a stream. So I can't really do anything like, you know, like have a chat that's on Discord on my computer and stream. I can't really do anything like play a game and stream it. I have to. The computer just has to be doing a little bit of streaming, and that's about as much as it can cope with. So for Poker Rogue, I would need a good computer. I'm also just not really keen on like playing mods and stuff like that. I'm just not really interested in like the mod scene at all. So I'm not really interested in Poker Rogue. I'll never say never, but the two things I am saying is like, number one, if I ever do play it, it won't be for a long time, and if I ever had the chance to play it, I may not, just because I'm not really interested in mods. I'm just interested in like authentic games kind of thing. But that said, there are certain things where I've sort of said, like, I wouldn't be against playing a version of Pokemon where you can change your starter to something else, and doing some kind of challenge where you play with a different Pokemon instead of one of the starters. But that's kind of just because it's less moddy kind of thing or whatever, or it's kind of like, I don't know. So no cheese. The hail was a good idea just to get that extra power, and we've only lost like a teeny amount of damage there. Okay, so because the confusion doesn't really matter anymore, I'll just go Thunderbolt, and then that should be good. Satella, hi, welcome. If people haven't already, oh, the terrain. Sorry, I forgot we hadn't changed the terrain. Oh no, wait, that wasn't me. I'm not Gorgeist. Okay, well, it keeps wasting turns. That's fine. Well done, everyone. So yeah, if people haven't already, please click like on the video. We are getting close to a boss, so I will be saying that again in a minute. But I've noticed we've got some people joining chat and stuff like that, like Satella. Hi, Satella. Hello. Okay. So, on Lara, you still not having any shiny luck there? Okay, so, yes, we don't want to switch for this either. Basically, all we want to do here in this next battle is we just want to set up, we want to use Max Geyser or whatever attacks we have, okay? Like, whatever water attacks or Max Geyser that we have. For Cheese, it will be Power Gem, because Power Gem will be very powerful. But yeah, we should be pretty good. So, yeah. Are you guys ready for... Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. The Flaming Moltres! So there we go. Okay, there we go. So. But yeah, who is the fastest out of us? That's a question. Hang on, I just want to check our speed. Speed, right, 104, 114, 168, 116. Okay. So yeah, it'll be like Starmie, Mantine. Okay, I will use Hydro Pump here just for the extra power. It might be a bit overkill, like maybe I should just play it safe with Water Pulse, but it's fine. That doesn't look like James. I think it looks plenty like James. Okay. Look, it's all purpley because of the Dynamax. Okay. I know James is kind of more blue than purple, but it's not like the bluest of blues. It's like a kind of bluey purple or purpley blue, like purpley blue or something. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Starmie is the fastest, and yet its ability only works when it's the slowest. Make it make sense. I know! Like, again, one of the things I do think Pokemon need to do in Gen 10, and I do wonder if they're going to do this someday. I do wonder if they've been setting things up for this. So, in Pokemon Home, when you transfer Pokemon between generations now, or at least, like, say, Gen 8 and Gen 9, the Pokemon's moves reset, right? So, like, you can't... When you trade a Pokemon up through the generations, it won't keep its old moveset in a new game. And this has kind of been a thing... They've done this since Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, essentially. So Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Scarlet and Violet. If you transfer a Pokemon in from a different game, it's not going to keep the moveset from that game. And so I wonder if that's sort of a little bit of a way to make sure that there's, like, a reset on everything. Kind of thing. And part of that makes me wonder... if someday we will get a bunch of changes to, like, Pokemon's stats, moves, and abilities to kind of make sure that, like, old Pokemon aren't just, like, left behind by power creep. Because it would be very easy just to add some stats to Pokemon. You know, like, you know, let's get Poliwrath. We don't need to, like, have a regional... You know, like, oh, an Indian Poliwrath. Like, no, just make Poliwrath a bit more powerful. Stars are sparkles, sparkles are stars, and the Flaming Moltres. So, well done, everyone. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. So, very good work, everyone. Very good work. Now, this next Dynamax adventure we're going to do... is going to be our final one of the day. I know some of you are thinking, oh, but Bo, we've been doing 5 Dynamax adventures a day on the weekdays. We have... Oh, shiny! That's a shiny Mr. Mime! Yes! I wanted a shiny Galarian Mr. Mime! Yes! Get in! Let's just check, though. We have to check. But Lampant... is not shiny, I don't think. Gourgeist is don't shiny. Will we get a Tenchi's Choice? The Flaming Moltres? No. But look at that. Yes. Get in. Okay. So, Lampant, Gourgeist, Moltres. Mr. Mime, baby. Yes. Okay, that's really cool. I really wanted one of them. And that saves me a lot of work in Pokemon Go. Yes, it's rhyme time. Yes, okay. And it's a girl, Mr. Mime. Okay, so we're going to select this. We're going to take the Mr. Mime. We handed over our Pokeballs. There we go. Hopefully I got the things. Okay, so Mr. Mime. Sent to the box. It's a Mrs. Mime. The Mrs. Mime. Well done, everyone. Well done. So, would you like us to keep a record of where you found Moltres this time? Yes, we will. Roger that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to save our game. And then. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more... we're going to do one more raid, okay? It's going to be the wild card. I'll get into why this is the final one of the day in a sec. But yeah. But could you guys let me know in chat, could you please write strike the number of times you've played and then let me know what your tickets are in the game, okay? So ready, set, bow. I'm going to let Onlara off there. Oh, Onlara deleted the comment. But it's okay. But I know sometimes during the middle I don't really do the ready set. I don't always do the ready set bow, but But okay. Oh, Paimon just did a $2 super chat. Congrats on the shiny Mr. Mime. Paimon, this is your 3rd super chat. Thank you so much. That's really kind. It's mime time, baby. Yes. Okay. Okay, we got lots of good choices here. So here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna suggest. Okay. Hang on. Forgive me if I misspell any of these. It's not that I don't know the spellings. It's just that I'm typing at like an awkward angle on a keyboard. And so it's just kind of hard. Okay, hang on. Kunai Lego Stacktaka. Okay. Okay, so this is what I've got. So could you guys now let me know, in the, more traditional sense, could you let me know what you can do? So, like, strike the number of times you've played between, like, Kyurem, Nihilego, Tapu Bulu, Lugia, and Stakataka, okay? I would like to do Kyurem the most, so if we find 3 people who can do Kyurem, I'm gonna go for the Kyurem, because it's Christmas. I want a Kyurem for Christmas. But and like Xander is like an automatic in, by the way. But there we go. So let's see what we got. Okay, Gertie can do any. Onlera can do Nihilego, Bulu, or Lugia. Kevin can do Nihilego, Bulu, and Stakataka. Cheese can do any except Lugia. Tenchi is a strike 0. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Let me find the thing. And then once we get into this adventure, I will explain why we're only doing 1 more today, and why we will for just the next few weeks as well. Okay, so let's get Tenchi. Oh no, wait, Tenchi. Oh yeah, because Tenchi didn't join us for the Blacephalon, so I need to clear Tenchi there. Okay, so wild card. So I would hang on. I'm putting Xander because it's Thursday. Oh come on, spreadsheet work, please. Right, Tenchi. Okay. So there's no other strike 0, so I might have to do some RNG to see who gets the choice here. But let's see how this goes. Okay. No. It's okay. No, Kiba, it's okay. Sorry. During the middle of the stream, I kind of sometimes don't always go ready, set, bow. I'll be like, so let me know what you can do, kind of thing. And like that's in the middle of the stream, it's a bit more like kind of. It's more easily communicated, but at the beginning of the stream, like, I'm explaining the rules and stuff like that, and at the beginning of the stream, I do always do ready, set, bow. When we're in the middle and we're kind of just, like, organizing a wild card on the fly, it's a little less structured. I don't mind, that as much or whatever, as long as people don't do it, like, too early, but there's kind of, when I'm in the middle of the stream, there's usually, basically, during both points, whether it's the beginning of the stream or the middle of the stream, there's usually a clearly, like, a clear point where I'm being like, right, now let me know what you can do. And the thing is, during the beginning of the stream, that's extra obvious because I do ready, set, bow at the beginning of the stream, and it's just that we had people doing it before I even said ready, set, bow. And then, because for those who missed it, basically what happened Tuesday was I hadn't done ready, set, bow. And then a load of people started posting. And I went, no, guys, no, wait for... And then I went, so this isn't me, like, now, but I went, no, wait for me to say ready, set, bow, okay? So then I then, like, had to... So then I, like, continued explaining, like, the rules, because I was only partway through, like, explaining the tickets and what we were doing. And then everyone did it again. Before I had finished a second time. So it was... I don't know what was in the water the other day... But I don't know why everyone, like, broke the rules, like, twice in a row. But it was just very, like, gah, kind of thing. So, Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So don't worry, you guys are good. I'll let you know if anything happened. But so let's see what we've got. Okay. So hang on. Let me just very quickly. Right, hang on. I'm gonna type in some things on chat. Hopefully this works. Forgive me if I mistype any of your names. It's nothing personal. It's just I'm at an angle on a keyboard. Okay, so this is what I've got. We're gonna go for. Oh wait, hang on a sec. No, oh, ignore me. No, ignore me. I just typed that wrong. Can I delete my own comment? I probably can't. I just messed that up. Hang on. Sorry, Onlera is actually not included on this. I'm really sorry. It's just, I want to do a Kyurem, and I haven't gotten to do Kyurem for a little while. So, hang on a sec. Yeah, I messed up there. I was meant to only do 4. I just kind of went through the list. So, okay, so we're going to do a Kyurem. We've got Xander, we've got Tenchi. Xander will host this if that's okay, Xander. So these are the 4 numbers. We're going to let Nightbot decide. Those are the numbers. Nightbot's going to decide who's going to do this. I am jealous of your Berry Blast Kyurem on Lara. I'm very jealous. Oh, it's Kevin. Oh, okay. Dang. So, Gertie can be our backup, but Kevin, congratulations, you made it. Okay. So this is going to be Xander, Tenchi, and Kevin. If anyone has tech issues or anything, then Gertie can be the backup. But Xander, if you would like to get things going on a Kyurem, that would be awesome. Thank you very much. And then yeah, I know. I'm almost thinking Kevin's like gotten that a couple of times by being number 2. And then yeah, if there's anyone who like didn't get in, you guys could absolutely just form like a different team, and could do something else. Okay, so oh, hang on, I'm waiting for a code from Xander. So we'll wait for a code. So just wait for a code from Xander. Okay, 1205, and then 1225. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. Excellently done, Xander. So. Okay, so there's Xander. So we just need Tenchi and Kevin. Oh, there's Kevin. There, Trevor. Wait, who's Trevor? Hold on, because this is the second time Tenchi's been pushed out. Hang on. If we hadn't had this happen earlier, I would have said, oh, no, okay, Trevor's left. Okay, so Tenchi, come on in. Tenchi, you might need to like dip out and dip back in, but is someone trolling us? Like, is there someone out there with like 10 copies of Sword and Shield, and then every time Tenchi's about to join, they like join in, and like so, you know, they're like they're reading their Bible for Christmas, and they're like, oh Luke, I'll call this trainer Luke, and then they're like, oh Trevor, like I'll call this one Trevor, and you know, like anyway, okay, thank you Trevor for backing out because it was Tenchi's turn. I'll be back tomorrow, Trevor. Okay, so if you're there, Trevor, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Okay, so, right. So, Kyurem is weak to Fairy, Dragon, Steel, Rock, and Fighting. So, Mien Xiao's pretty good. And Slowbro does have resistance to... It has Ice, Ghost, and normal moves, doesn't it? So, just keep that in mind whenever you're picking... what Pokemon, you know, if you're picking Pokemon defensively, keep that in mind, that it doesn't have Dragon, it has Ice, Ghost, and Normal, because that can be helpful. A Pokemon like Center Scorch can be pretty good. A Pokemon like Slowbro kind of has like a resistance, but then a weakness. It's a whole thing. Okay, Mr. Mime. Oh, shiny Mr. Mime. We could get one of those if you like. A Galarian Mr. Mime. Okay. So, right, Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime. Let's see. Oh, there's a Hitmontop on the... Okay, do we want to go for the Mr. Mime just because it's a bit easier and less... Actually, no. Kangaskhan, we got more super effective stuff against, though. But then there are berries if we go against the Mr. Mime. And I'm going to go for the Mr. Mime because there are berries if we go that way. I know it's good against the Mienshao, but then we'll be okay. Okay. So, let me just briefly explain why this is the final Dynamax adventure today, and why we're going to be doing 4 Dynamax adventures for, like, at least the rest of this year, I would say. The year 2025. So, chat, here's the thing. As you guys know, if you are a frequent viewer of a tuner-inner of Bovio Games' The Strike streams, you guys know that basically, before sunset every day, I go and feed a bunch of stray cats that are kind of local to me that we're trying to sort of socialize and rescue and whatever. And they only show up, like, before sunset. After dark, it's too sort of dangerous to put out food because of coyotes, and before sunset, they just don't really show up. And so because of that, what I have to do, and it's why basically, you know, because for those who have been here for the whole 4 months I've been doing this, I used to do the streams a bit later in the day, but because of the sunset getting earlier and earlier, I've had to move the streams earlier and earlier. And so, because of that, but basically it's sort of like, because I have to keep going, and particularly for the next few weeks, like until the equinox or whatever, because the sun keeps setting earlier and earlier, it means that there's less and less time between me finishing a stream and me needing to dash off. Oh, we probably would have wanted a max steel spike. But there's less time between, like, the end of a stream and between me needing to go and finish the kittens. And so it's getting, like, harder and harder to like, you know, finish the streams on time and then make sure I go out and feed the cats and make sure it's not too dark when I actually arrive. And I've kind of been pushing it lately. It's just kind of, like, hard to, and particularly because I've been doing the bonus Vivian streams, it's a bit annoying because basically everything I have to do every day is all condensed into, like, a few hours. So, like, basically I have to do the strike streams, I have to feed the cats, if I have any auditions, I have to do the auditions, and then I do the Vivian stream as well. And it's kind of, and because that sunset is getting earlier and earlier, it is just getting, I will just say Mr. Mime is a good support Pokemon, if nothing else. It's not the best, but, like, it could set up light screen and sort of chip away a bit at the, but that's only if, like, what we've got is, like, Klefki is already good against Kyurem, so that's, like, a no. But yeah, like, maybe Garbodor could have been a switch, but yeah, I don't know. But we got Hitmontop now. Garbodor definitely should switch for, like, Hitmontop. Although, what's the steel type? Oh, it's Clang. Hitmontop's better than Clang, I would say. And then, oh, and then there's a Magmar. So we could go for, like, the Magmar and the Hitmontop. Do we want to switch, like, say the, do we want to switch, say, like, Garbodor now and then Slowbro afterwards? So, like, Garbodor for Hitmontop and then Slowbro for Magmar? Does that sound good? Does that make sense? But yeah. So, anyway, to carry on with the story. But yeah, so it's just getting all a bit much at the minute, trying to do all these things. And here's the thing. If, like, doing 5 Dynamax adventures is just getting a bit hard at the minute on the weekdays. Whereas if I do 4, which is what I originally did, that's just a lot. It just gives me a lot more wiggle room. So, let's just see. Okay, I'm going to use a Max Strike here, as weird as that sounds. Just because Max Knuckle isn't really going to do a whole lot. I think you guys have got more special moves, so... yeah, I was going to say Slowbro... That's why I was, like, thinking Slowbro second, because Magmar is a bit better against... is a bit better for that, like, final fight, compared to Garbodor. So, yeah. But anyway, so it's just a bit hard to, like, do all this stuff, and... You know, don't get me wrong, I like doing a 5th Dynamax adventure. Like, today, we had 4 people who wanted to do this final Dynamax adventure, and I was only able to pick one. Now, if I'd have had a 5th Dynamax adventure, we could have, if we'd have had a 5th Dynamax adventure, we could have, like, all, you know, like the 3 who were left over could have done the 5th one, and that's normally what we would do. And I feel sad because I know it means that a bunch of you have only played once, and I kind of like the idea. One of the nice things about 5 was that if we had like 8 people playing, it would mean that like all but one person would get 2 goes instead of 1, and so I really liked that about doing the 5th Dynamax adventure. It just allowed people to play multiple times instead of once. Whereas if we do only 4, it does mean that, say, in that scenario, only half of everyone would get to play twice. Instead of, you know, and like half of everyone would only play once, and that sucks. And obviously it's kind of more incentivizing to viewers if they get to play a second time. But the simple fact is, it's getting harder and harder to do that 5th Dynamax adventure. If the Dynamax adventure takes a bit longer, or if we have an incident that happened like on Tuesday, it's just hard to squeeze in a 5th one. You know, and I've noticed I'm just pushing it more and more with like feeding the cats and stuff like that. So like basically, I know it sucks because it's nice doing 5, and again, from a purely selfish point of view, I like doing 5 because if I do an extra Dynamax adventure like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, that's like that right there. Yeah. So if Kevin switches for this, that'll be good. Okay. So because if I'm doing those 4 extra ones in a week or whatever, you know, it's nice. That's like four extra Pokemon, 4 extra Dynamax adventures every week. That's like 16 every month or whatever. But yes, if we do Magmar, then that'll be good. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Slowbro and Magmar was better than like Garbodor and Magmar. And we do get the berries this way as well. So Magic 8 Ball signs point to Joe. But signs point to no. So, Bo, you should stream in Australia. It's summer there. So, yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's getting hard to do everything. I'm sorry that, like, everything that I want to do in my day all elapses in, like a 6-hour time period, you know? Like, I wish I could just spread everything out over the day, and then I wouldn't have... You know, if I could, like, stream to you guys in the morning, do the cats in, like, the early middle afternoon, and then stream at night or something like that, it'd be great. But, like, but because of time zones and everything, I have to do what I do at, like, whatever time. And so, yeah, you know, it kind of sucks. Oh, one thing I'm thinking here, because I have Mian Xiao, I could just use Wide Guard over and over, because that protects us against both Glaciate and against Hyper Voice. So, but yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's just kind of hard, and like if everything could run perfectly smoothly, like if I could start the stream quickly, if I could get everyone's requests down quickly, if we could organize wildcards quickly. But even now, like I said, like, oh, we had 3 people left over, but look, we're only on the Magmar, and there's only like 20 minutes until 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is like the latest I want to be finishing, and we were consistently finishing after 4 p.m. But it's like, even right now, we're not going to finish that Kyurem until like 3:45 probably. And then we would have to decide on a wild card, and we'd have to set up a room and get a card. And by the time we get in and begin doing that other one, it's just all a bit too much. And I probably shouldn't have used Rock Tomb there. Mega Kick is actually the better move, but oh well. But yeah, so it was just all a bit tough. And the other day made me realize that, you know, again, I've been doing these streams for months now, and, you know, but like people still aren't really always following the rules and stuff like that. And so for me to kind of expect, like, you know, at the minute, like, I could do 5 Dynamax adventures if we had perfection every day, but like, we're not always going to get the good options presented to us. We are going to get given the bug types on a fire type run. We are going to, you know, have you know, slowdowns and multiple hits, or we're all going to get poisoned by a toxicity, or, you know, whatever it is. And then, you know, and we're not always going to be able to do everything smoothly in the chat with organizing the things. And so it's just one of those things. And because I am doing the Vivian as well, I think it just kind of makes sense to, like, ease off a bit. You know, I'm not, like, really truly actually cutting back that much. I'm just not doing the extra that I had begun doing. So I'm going to just do 4 on the weekdays. On the weekends, we will still try and do 9. I may only keep it down to 8. But again, on the weekends, I'm not doing the Vivian hunts. So on the weekends, we could maybe do a 9th Dynamax. Because here's the thing as well. Fitting in an extra Dynamax adventure on, like, 4... When you're doing 4 Dynamax adventures and you're trying to do a 5th, that's way harder than if you're doing 8 Dynamax adventures and you're trying to do a 9th. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to just do, like, 12.5% extra instead of 25% extra. And so that right there is, like, you know, why it's just kind of... So on the weekends, I'm going to still try and go for them on the weekends, but I think on the weekdays, whilst I'm doing these Vivian hunts as well, it's just not really... It's kind of just, like... It's not that it's not worth it, because it's nice getting the extra, like, you know, YouTube watch hours and all that stuff. But it's just one of those things where right now it's really hard to do, and I don't want to burn myself out. Yeah, you could Dynamax if you like. I don't think it matters too much. Like the Klefki maybe could have used like a max steel spike, but getting the sun up means that I don't know, like your attacks will do more, and I don't think we've got any water attacks or anything. Oh, Ren, you beat Arceus as soon as you left, but you didn't know you had to reach research level 10 for everything. That is how you, yeah, like complete the Pokedex and complete the game and stuff like that. Yeah, so you don't have to like complete everything's Pokedex, but you do have to complete like everything on every Pokemon. You don't have to get like a perfect Pokedex complete. Oh, come on! You don't have to get like a perfect Pokedex completion, but you do need to get the like level 10 completion. So yeah. It's honestly not too bad though. When you kind of like once you're like kind of good at the game, you know how to like optimize everything. Yeah. Okay, Brick Break, more like a freak. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. I'm just gonna keep using Wide Guard because I'm hoping this thing tries to use Glaciate. You are peak laziness. No, that's fair enough, to be honest. The thing is, if you were doing it as you went along kind of thing, it's not so bad. If you hadn't really been tending to it much, like I had quite a sort of like thorough playthrough style, so it wasn't really too bad for me. But yeah, if you weren't really doing stuff as you went along, then that's quite a tall order. Okay. So, right. Okay, right. Flash Cannon. Nicely done, everyone. Okay, it's getting desperate. It's trying to use Glaciate. That's why we use Wide Guard. But yeah, sorry. I know I could be using Aura Sphere, but yeah. So anyway, Bark. So yeah, I know I'm super effective against this thing, but just doing that more protective type thing is good. Because we've got like the, you know, we've already got like 2.5 attackers here kind of thing. Like, or I'm sort of counting Magmar as a half attack, or 3/4 of an attacker, and Klefki is another 3/4. Okay. Now, here comes... Okay, Ice Beam, more like a nice beam. No! Mienshao! Oh, buddy, oh, pal. Oh, hang on. I better just check I don't have any important emails, because apparently I have several. Oh, okay. Oh, how funny. Sorry, I just got an email that was, like, kind of... Based on, like, 2 things that happened today, the email I just got was, like, kind of weirdly, like, insulting. We just KO'd it, guys! Team 1! Or Team 4! Team 4, we're not doing any more. Well done, everyone. Well done. So, stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Excellent work, everyone. If you haven't already, please click like on the video. I super duper mega hugely appreciate it. Please, 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 if you haven't, it just helps out so much. But yeah, so I hope that's okay. Again, this is only going to be for, like, I don't know, 4 weeks or so. Once we get to, like, the new year, and, like, once we're past, like, my birthday or something, you know, we're going to be done with the Vivian hunts, the Equinox will have happened, so we'll actually be, like, gaining more light with each day, which means that, like, you know, I can push it more and more for the cats kind of thing. But it's just one of those things where, yeah, when I finish the streams, I would only have, like, 20 minutes to, like, you know, turn everything off, set up the next stream for, like, the next day, like, go get the cat food ready, this, that, and it was just getting too much, and it's just kind of like, I basically need everything to go perfectly to be able to make it, and, you know, the raids don't always go perfectly, the organizing the teams doesn't always go perfectly. And I was thinking of doing this in, like, a week or two anyway. I was going to sort of see, I'll keep trying to do 5, but I think I am going to have to cut it back. And then Tuesday made me realize, yeah, no, I need to cut it back. So, right. Okay, no one got any shinies. Dang it. Well, did Trevor get a shiny at least? No, the email wasn't rude, Tenchi. Basically, it was just, like, an offer for a product where... Basically, someone today was like, I am boycotting this product for a particular reason, and then I got an offer for that product. Like, that's all it was. So it was just kind of funny, like, on a day where earlier I saw someone saying, I'm gonna be not doing this thing anymore because I just can't stand alongside it anymore, and then getting an offer being like, hey, would you like this thing cheap that earlier you saw someone walking away from? It was just kind of funny, the timing of it. So, okay, Mr. Mime is a no. Hitmontop is a no. Magmar is a no. But will we get the Tango Berry Blast Kyurem? The answer is no. What? Guys, it's been forever since I got a shiny. I mean, it doesn't feel like a long time. It feels like 20 minutes ago, but, like, no. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna get Magmar. Why not? Magmar was sort of, we don't get Magmar enough. Even when we've needed fire types, we haven't got Magmar enough. So, and you got Tapu Bulu. Nice, yeah. No, that's good, that's good. Okay. So, okay, guys, gals, non-binary pals. So yeah, that's all we're going to do for today. Xander, thank you for hosting that Kyurem. I'm sorry that we can't do an extra one for your sake, but you do have a shiny now. Because for those who missed it, Xander isn't on a dry spell anymore. Xander got a Nidoking. So yeah. Do you want to know what's funny? I know that you guys... So, I know that when Xander got the Nidoking, I believe that was on, I want to say Saturday. So, I know that when Xander got the shiny... So, Xander got the shiny Nidoking. On Lara got shiny Stakataka. And then I got 3 shinies. And that was, like, the luckiest stream ever. And I know that, like, it's like, oh, wow, Bo, you're so lucky. But do you want to know what's funny? If you actually counted, like, the number of raids I had done, before I got those 3 shinies, I had technically gone over odds. Now, I wouldn't describe it as, like, a drought. I would sort of say, like, if you're at, like, under 10, that's, like, really, really lucky. If you're between, like, 10 and 20, that's fairly lucky. If you're between, like, 20 and 30, that's about average. And then if you're, like, after 30, that's, like, a drought. If you've gone, like, 30 without, I would call that a drought. So, like, 30 without, that's a drought. But, like, I had actually gone over the 25. So, Odachi got shiny Driftblim. Nice, Kiba. That's awesome. Congrats. So, yeah. So, okay. But yeah, so I had actually gone, like, over odds before that. So, I don't think I'd gone over odds. Well, no, actually, I kind of probably almost had. No, I think the final... No, it was like the final raid... No, hang on. Final raid, I got a shiny, didn't I? I think it was the final one. So, let's just say it was the final one. But, like, Monday I did 5, Tuesday I did 5, and then... Today I did 4. No, so I'd only done 14. So no, this one was, like, quite under odds, this Mr. Mime. But yeah. Okay. Right, guys, gals, non-binary pals. That is all for now, but it's not all for today, okay? I'm going to be back in 3.5 hours. In 3.5 hours, we're going to be hunting for Vivian. I'm not entirely sure what Vivian yet. I think it's going to be the Archipelago one, but you'll have to tune in to find out. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy these extra 10 minutes. Again, so these extra 10 to 15 minutes, it's just going to, like, help out my day and my stress levels so much and stuff like that. Well, not stress levels, but it's just gonna like mean I don't get like over, you know, I'm not on as much of a time crunch. So again, forgive me for allowing myself those 10 to 15 minutes, but it really does help. So there we go. But yeah, so I'll see you in 3.5 hours for the Vivian. And yeah, but thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for playing along. Please click like on this video. Please click like on the Vivian. And I'll see you guys a bit later today. Take care, lots of love. See you later, and bye-bye.